All right, hello, and once again, welcome to this new video. My name is Wade Smith. In this video, I'm going to discuss yet another way to deal with Israel Adesanya's framing arm that he likes to leave out in space to try to judge distance and keep you at arm's length. Now, one of the reasons why this is a bad idea for him to be doing this in the first place is regardless of whether he's fighting orthodox or southpaw, he has no power on his jab. This isn't the mythical Bruce Lee 2-inch punch, which does not exist, by the way, because if you've ever seen videos of it, it's more like a 6 to 12-inch punch, and they call it a 2-inch punch. But anyway, he can't get any power in 1 or 2 inches off of his jab. So in order to jab, and then it's telegraphing his jab when he does that, he has to bring his jab all the way back to standing guard. And if he brings his jab hand all the way back to standing guard, you're pretty sure he's about to throw a jab, right? Because why else would he have done that? So then when he jabs, you're like, this is a dumbass, because he telegraphs his jab by an entire second. So if he's framing, he can't be jabbing. If he's jabbing, he can't be framing. And if he is jabbing, you know he's about to jab because then he stopped framing, right? So when he jabs and he telegraphed his jab because he stopped framing, you're just going to angle evade, grab his jab arm, and lock it onto your waist. Let's say if he was fighting orthodox, let's say, all right. So you're going to grab his left arm with your right, and then you're going to lock it into your left, and then you're going to back fist him in the face. You got side arm control, all right, because of his inferior technique. You got side arm control. You're going to back fist and hammer fist him in the face, and he's in this condition right here, all right. Two of his weapons are over here. The only weapon he's got is this leg. He might try to side kick or angle kick you with this leg, which you should be able to leg check that pretty easily. So you're going to get him inside arm control, and you're going to back fist him and hammer fist him in the face over and over, and cross heel stomp kick the side or back of his thigh, and maybe even, I don't know if this is legal or not. I'll have to ask a judge. Ramsey Dewey might know. You can take and step on the back of his knee, and there's a pressure point where you can put your heel into the back of his knee and just stand on it while you punch him and back fist him and hammer fist him in the face. And of course, the ref's going to have to stop the fight because you're going to have unanswered strikes. He's not going to be able to hit you. At best, he's going to be able to do this number and put his palm up to try to stop you from back fisting. Then you can apply what's called a double cross arm wrist lock and get both of his arms in a wrist lock. And then he's stuck like this. And you can crank and kick his guts out from the front again. And you've got control of both of his hands crossed, but your hands are not crossed, and he's at a disadvantage. So then you can knee him, you can thrust kick him, you can snap kick him, you can kick him in the thighs with roundhouse kicks, you can do whatever you want to do to him. And he's not going to be able to do it. He can't even tap out. So he's going to have to shout, "I quit," or the ref's again going to have to stop the fight due to unanswered strikes. So he is telegraphing his jab by literally an entire second. Every time he brings it back from the framing position, you know he's fixing to do something with his jab hand. Otherwise, he wouldn't have brought it back to the home position, because he can't jab from here with any appreciable power, even if he tries to lunge at you, which would be pretty stupid and make him even more vulnerable. So every time he brings his jab hand back from the framing position, get ready, he's fixing a jab. So then you angle evade and get side arm control, okay? And that's another way to totally hose Israel Adesanya's entire strategy and game plan and pretty much embarrass him. I mean, you'll defeat him within a few seconds of him sticking his framing hand out there, is how one-dimensional his style actually is that people don't realize, all right? So that's another way of defeating Israel Adesanya in no time at all.